KSL Sports presentation. Game Night Live kicks off now. Sponsored by UCCU.
Welcome to Rice-Eccles Stadium. A cold, brisk night in the middle of November. Perfect setting for some high school football. We've got the 4A state semifinals, the other half of the bracket. The Skyview Bobcats at 8-4, taking on the defending 4A state champions, the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs, making the trip up from Washington County. Good evening, everyone. Jeremiah Jensen, Stevenson, Sylvester, Mary Lou's Cook will join us here in a moment. Sly, this is a great matchup. Crimson Cliffs, we know who they are.
Right.
They were just absolutely dominant last year, but they lost a lot of guys from that team. We weren't sure if they could get back here, but here they are.
Yeah, they still had Chris Jansen, right? The offense runs through him. Lafipo as the receiver position, and this quarterback. He's doing a tremendous job of distributing the football time and time again. We saw it last year. These guys are great. They're well coached, and they know exactly who they are, right? And that's the most important thing for a football team. Know who we are. We run this offense, we play great defense, and we get the state championships.
Relatively new school, but Coach Lafipo has this program going. They're the defending champs. On the other side, you've got Skyview. Eric Alder took over that program, the former coach at Stansbury. First year, rough start, but now at 8-4, they pull off an upset against Provo, and here they are. They're the underdogs, but they are a threat.
Yeah, and that's my motto, right? No game is ever won before it's played, and that's what they've taken into this playoffs. They do an amazing job. They beat Provo to get here in the underdog, right? It's the dogfight. I always cheer for the underdog because I've been the underdog a lot in my life, so I feel it. I understand the position and the fight that you have to present to be able to get to where you want to be, and so you can only commend these guys for doing that this year, and excited to see how they handle Crimson Cliffs.
Should be a great matchup here. The winner will take on Spanish Fork. Let's go down to Mary Lou's Cook before we kick off. Mary Lou's.
Well, like you guys mentioned, Crimson Cliffs, they are the defending state champions, and I had an opportunity to chat with one of their coaches who told me that, of course, there's always going to be an element of having a chip on your shoulder when you are the defending state champion, but there are some elements from last year's team that are showing up in this team as well, and that is hardworking, just the characteristic of being hardworking and the characteristic of not taking anything for granted, which you can really assume is something that will be beneficial when you are having a bit of a target on your back as a defending state champion. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Mary Lou's. Opening kickoff, Skyview with a nice return. They'll begin this first drive at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, that's crazy. She did say that. You do have a target on your back as the champs, right? Nobody has any sympathy for you. When you're in that position, so what? You already did it, da-da-da-da-da. So you really do. It's all of the guys in your locker room on repeating. That's why it's so hard, and everybody's going to take their shot at you.
Jack Clark's the quarterback for Skyview. But they'll run on first down. Clark, 2,700 yards passing this year, 29 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. Skyview's big win this year was at home against Orem. They beat the 5A Tigers in a thriller, one of the best games of the year, and they've got a lot of confidence ever since they pulled off that big win. Clark's first pass is complete out to the 30-yard line. They'll give him forward progress to the 31. The catch was made by number 18. That's Cooper Karen.
Yeah, going to make this third down and long here. These first drives, the fill them out drives. Let me see exactly what this team's all about.
No flag. Clark over the top.
Oh,
just missed. Fourth down. Crimson Cliffs.
Force it out. It's great defense.
Gets that offense off the field.
Great defense right there by Crimson Cliffs. Manned up. Get off the field. Good stop on first down with that running play, and then forcing these guys to take it, make it third down and long. Exactly what you want to do. That is the recipe for defense. Third down and long, pin your ears back, get after the quarterback, make them punt.
You mentioned McCord Christiansen in the open. He's back to receive the punt for Crimson Cliffs. And you don't want him running, and there he goes. Shake and bake. But Skyview does a great job bringing him down just short of the 40-yard line.
Ryder Shearat, the quarterback, he's going to come out here, lead this offense well over 2,000 yards for the season passing. He also does a great job in the running game. This offense is electric. You're going to see it. We saw it last year. They got a lot of different weapons in spreading the ball around.
But they go to McCord Christiansen on the first play. Nice run to start the drive. You mentioned the quarterback, Ryder Sherritt. 2,100 yards passing this year, 26 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Deep ball, touchdown, Crimson Cliffs. Boom, Malachi Alofapo. They waste no time. Wow.
We said it. These guys know who they are.
55 yards for the touchdown.
This is a type of offense where you know you can run it through just even those two guys, McCord Christiansen, Malachi Alofapo. Literally, the defense has to worry about so much with Christiansen. He does a great job in the passing game as well, but running the football, he's such a threat that you have to go one-on-ones on the outside, and Alofapo is just an amazing athlete. Sherritt throws it up just like they practice, right?
Alofapo's 14th touchdown this season. He's at 1,100 yards receiving after that catch.
Look at that. Amazing. Great job, right on target, in stride, touchdown. Drop back, comfortable in the pocket. Oh, that's a heck of a first series. 2 plays, touchdown.
Boom. The Region 9 champs came to play. It's a long drive up from Washington. But they made that drive a couple times last year without a problem. Yeah. They're very comfortable in this building. They love it here, even if the temperature's about 15 to 20 degrees cooler.
Well, they strike first. This is
Calder Pace with the kickoff. This also can be returned. Skyview gets a shot now. The lane's closed, and they go down just past the 20-yard line.
Let's see what Skyview, the first few plays wasn't really aggressive. You had the advantage of starting with the football. As we said, like that first drive is very important, right? It's what you've scouted out about that opponent and what you're able to put together. Now you're kind of behind the ball here because Crimson Cliffs has got to jump on you now. They've had a chance on offense. Now they're back on defense here.
Clark hands it off.
Not bad
Fighting
pickup.
For a few yards.
2 yards. We're on a tempo offense here. See the attack. You got 2x2, pistol, shotgun.
Xander Stokes is going to get a lot of carries. He's an 1,100-yard back this year. For Skyview, there he goes up the middle. Into the secondary, past the 40. Xander Stokes.
Wow. That was nice. I thought they were a little close behind each other right there, but that's how they want it. It's a quick hit, dive play right there. I like the up-tempo here. Keep Crimson Cliffs on their toes.
They're going fast. Stokes again, fighting for yards. Nice. 7 or 8 yard gain.
Way to cut that up. Cut that right inside that blocker right there. Lean on that. Keep moving forward. Again, fast pace here.
Clark over the middle. Catch is made. Nice tackle, but he's got a first down. Nice job. Number 11, Lincoln Ballard with the catch. A lot of juniors on this Skyview offense.
Yeah, well, the guy who made the tackle, his name's also Lincoln.
What are the odds?
All right. Lincoln Langston.
So for Skyview, the quarterback, Jack Clark, a junior. Xander Stokes, junior. We just saw a catch by Lincoln Ballard, a junior.
Wow.
A lot of youth on the Skyview team, and they made it to the semifinals.
A lot of heart. Let's just go out there and make it happen. And just how they did to that Provo team, they can do it today against Crimson Cliffs. Just got to stay aggressive, play fearlessly.
I mentioned that big win over Orem in the regular season. They upset Provo on the road last week to get here. Skyview's the 7 seed in the 4A state playoffs. Crimson Cliffs the 3 seed after being the favorite last year. Of course, the result last night, #1 and undefeated Ridgeline going down Spanish Fork. And in the final minute, Brock Jacobson scores, sending the Dons to the state title game on Thursday night.
That's going to be anybody that wants to match up with them, they are a tough matchup.
Clark hands off. That's Dylan Bird.
It's a great run. I love this up-tempo. You know, I didn't feel that on that first series, but this up-tempo, they're doing good. They're going to get one-on-one up top if they want to take a shot. What's the penalty here?
Dead ball, illegal substitution. 12 men on the field on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Oh, man, that could be a drive killer.
Penalties.
That could be a drive killer.
Momentum killers, drive killers, absolutely.
Yeah, one man in, one man off. You got to understand that.
Try to get it back here. Stokes back to the original line of scrimmage. Bobcats got something going here. Coming up on 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Clark, blitz comes. Ooh, dangerous.
Yeah, put some heat behind that. It's good now.
We'll set up a 3rd and 10.
Skill formation here. They got trips here, trips to the right. Got 2 deep safeties. See if one safety comes down. See how they rotate. Safety goes down.
Too much on it. Incomplete.
ISO on the backside there.
4th down. They're going to kick the field goal.
Yeah, smart. Take some points.
This won't be easy.
It's not a long game. The wind's blowing a little bit there. Be about a 42-yard field goal.
Brannick Jamison. Skyview calls the timeout. They're going to talk this over. See the play clock if it was running down or what prompted the timeout, but they take it with 6:36 left to play in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break as well. We have got 4th down next here on Game Night Live.
At UCCU, we've learned that people prefer more. And not just more, but a lot more. That's why UCCU created Elevated Checking. Elevated provides everything you'd expect from the best checking account anywhere and more. A lot more. Like loan discounts, overdraft forgiveness, and free ATMs nationwide. Just visit UCCU.com.
And elevate your checking.
All right, they're still going to kick. Brannick Jamison will attempt a 43-yard field goal to get the Bobcats on the board. Holds down. The kick is up. It's too low. It's no good. Just didn't have enough air on it. They gave it a shot.
Worth a try. You know where you're at. I thought they were too close for a punt. He thought it was good.
He thought it was good. It wasn't
just
long
short.
enough.
Yeah, it was on line, but it was just under it. It's a good attempt.
So with the missed field goal attempt, the ball goes to the 20-yard line.
So it was like a punt that
Yeah.
went into the end zone, touchback.
Like in high school, you don't penalize a team too much for trying to kick a field goal like you would in the NFL or college. Sherritt completes a pass on the outside and fighting towards the marker is Olofopo.
Olofopo caught the touchdown on the first series there. It's not an easy tackle. Here we go. See if they get McCord Christiansen in the mix. RPO game.
Olofopo again. He's got a first down out to the 33-yard line. I'm sorry, that was number 9, not Olofopo. That was number 9. The 4 looked a lot like the 9.
That's Maddox of Olofopo.
There you go.
Malachi and Maddox, brothers. So yes, it was Olofopo.
I got a half right. There's a flag.
Holding on the offense, number 8. 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. Repeat, second down.
Also, they go back to almost the original line of scrimmage, right? And second down here.
2nd and 9. Christiansen out of the backfield, fighting for the yards, gets to the sticks.
It's either or. They run screen to both sides here, but he chooses. The quarterback gets to choose with which matchup he likes there. And of course, you're going to choose McCord Christiansen.
It's pretty clear.
Yeah.
In the run game, you're going to Christiansen. In the pass game, you're going to Olofopo. Taking another deep shot. Catch is made. See ya.
Same guy.
67 yards for the touchdown. Malachi Olofopo.
How about that?
What a start to the game for him.
Wow.
Touchdown number 15 on the season.
70 yards.
And what a ball by Sherritt.
Right?
Woo.
On the money. In stride. Just how you drew it up.
Skyview stunned here in the early going.
Great
this looks a
route.
lot like the Crimson Cliffs team we saw come up here last year and win a state title.
Yeah, last year we saw them come up here. They were incredible. And they look to be just as potent. And this is all McCord Christiansen's only have a couple carries here. He's touched the ball a few times, but I think this is the total of 7 plays on offense.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns.
He's already well over 100 yards receiving. We're just getting started here.
Yeah, that is, that's beautiful. Yeah, they must not have much to do down there in Washington County except for practice football. Because that connection right there, that's a lot of work being put in. That's just a beautiful connection right there between those two.
Yeah, that doesn't just happen. That's a lot of practice. A lot of route running. Skyview with their 3rd kickoff return of the game. They've got a flag here as well.
That's a big holding call. That was bad. So they started on 15, but they might. Oh no, it'll go from the flag, right?
Yes.
So
10 yards.
They'll start on about the 8-yard line there.
Holding. Number 10 on the return team. 10, half the distance from the end of the run will be first down.
Oh, end of the run. So we'll start on the 7.5-yard line there. They had a good drive this last time. I love the up-tempo. Good mix there. I think they caught Crimson Cliffs a few times. Xander Stokes had a few great runs there.
Yeah, they just kind of stalled there at the end of that drive. Back to Stokes.
They're going to stay with the up-tempo here.
Xander Stokes again. Breaking tackles. Past the marker to the 20. I like how he runs. Low to the ground. Clark's going to pass. Looking on the sideline.
Oh,
goes up for it. Incomplete.
Yeah. Just out of reach. Got to get that ball down.
Clark's been just a little bit off target. You can see the arm strength. It's there. They just maybe nerves. Crimson Cliffs showing some pressure. Now they back off. Big run. First down. That was Bird this time. Dylan Bird.
Great run right there. Great quick hitting run. One in, one out. Let's see here. Start. Got 4 strong. Yeah, the way they run this is almost like fullback traps, fullback dives. It's really quick pulls, really quick actions in the running game, and they're always pressing forward. So they can get some good yardage out of it. Crimson Cliffs just got some crash downs on the ends. Make that happen.
Stokes. Crimson Cliffs brings him down just short of the 40.
It's 3rd down and 3 on here. That's a good run.
Ten seconds on the play clock. No rush. Stokes.
Good push. Good push.
First down.
Pick that up. That was a good push. Nice job. Keep the up tempo here.
Blitz comes, they pick it up. Clark over the top. Catch is made inside the 30. The Bobcats are in Crimson Cliffs territory.
Liam Guthrie right there. That's a incredible turnaround and body catch right here. Body control right here. Great job going up and get it. Walling off the DB. Tempo. They're up again.
Liam Guthrie with the catch. Stokes wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, fighting his way out, but he can't get there. Taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Crimson Cliff seems to get stingy down here, which is what you're supposed to do.
Clark keeps up the middle. Clark's got room to run inside the 20. Skyview's in the red zone.
First down.
Clark over the middle. Catch is made inside the 10. Still fighting for yards. Down to the 2-yard line. Nice catch made by number 19, Zachary Oxborough. Clark feeling it now. I mentioned maybe it was nerves early.
Yeah.
Put a little bit too much on it, but he's on target now. They got a chance. Xander Stokes into the end zone for the touchdown. The Bobcats are on the board. And now we got a flag. Things getting a little personal out there.
A little chippy, little chippy.
Okay.
I like it.
Look at Stokes fired up. No helmet. We're having fun now. Officials are going to have to sort out this mess.
Let's see what this is.
Touchdown is good. After the play, personal foul, 56 on the offense. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. On time down.
Satili Palmer with the little extracurriculars there. I can't even speak right now. He did some extra stuff after the play. Oh, man. It's been a long time to attempt this kick here.
Way too long. Let's be honest, there's not as many people here as there have been for the other games. Obviously, travel playing a big role in that for Crimson Cliffs, and so you can hear everything in here, including some
echoes.
Upset fans. We apologize for any profanity that comes over the air during this game and this broadcast. It's not our fault. Here we go. Finally, an extra point attempt. It is up and good. Skyview cuts that lead in half, 14-7 with 2:17 left here in the first quarter. Nice response by the Skyview offense line.
Yes, it was. I think they just had to get the jitters out, as you said, keep fighting, but they got to get a stop on defense.
You got a lot of young kids, juniors, that are starting and playing on the first time in this kind of an environment against the defending champs.
Yeah, that's been here on this stage, understands the magnitude, understands what needs to happen. Skyview, you know, with this team personnel, a little fresh to this environment, and yeah, there's some things that they needed to get used to.
We have rain. The rain has arrived here at Rice-Eccles Stadium. We knew it was coming. I don't know how much, but it's starting to get wet out there.
Weather weather.
You can see it a little bit on the field. There's a tiny, tiny glare out there. As you can tell, it's a little bit wet. Who knows if it's going to play much of a factor, but it is coming down. Yeah, they had to assess the penalty there. Everybody forgot.
It's going to be...
Except for the Crimson Cliff sideline.
All right, so now you're going to definitely give the ball to McCord Christiansen here on this run. There's no avoiding that unless you squib it, and even squibbing it, you're going to give them great field position.
So from the 40 to the 25. An opportunity for Crimson Cliffs to get a return. Kick is taken at the 18. The lane close. Skyview does a pretty good job considering the circumstances to get him down at the 40-yard line.
Right.
But great field position, as you said, Sly. Crimson Cliffs will start at 40. They don't need any help here tonight. but they just got some.
I mean, it might feel unnatural for them, right? You know, we've been scoring 70-yard, 80-yard touchdowns, you know. If it's a little shorter, it might not be as easy.
Caden Garcia-Casey with the return. Great job by the Skyview special teams unit to bring them down at the 40-yard line. So here we go. 2 minutes, 11 seconds left first quarter. Crimson Cliff scored 2 touchdowns on their opening drives. Looking for a third. Christiansen into the secondary, just short of the marker. I think they might give this to him on forward progress.
Yeah, that's
so a 10-yard run for Christiansen.
Tough running right there.
This offense can go. Christiansen again patiently waits. Now he's got a hole. He cuts it up. Fighting for 4 yards.
I love that patience. He knew exactly where the hole was supposed to be. I'm not going to bounce out of here. I'm going to make sure it's going to pop. It's going to pop. Go, go. Hands on the back of the old lineman there, pushing him forward. Great patience by Christiansen.
Second and 7, sorry, from the 46 of Skyview. That run puts them down to the 41. So it'll be 3rd and about 2. They're going to go with tempo. And Skyview jumps. First down, Crimson Cliffs.
Yeah, I mean, it is very echoey in here. We can pretty much hear the coach's calls.
Yeah.
Out here.
Snap. Number 19, the quarterback.
Never mind.
5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Interesting.
I mean, if he's barking and doing all these
things. There's offensive coordinator Andy Stokes. He can't believe it.
You call it on the defense.
He's upset with the officials. They thought they had a first down.
Yeah.
Now it's 3rd and 7. This is interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Skyview going to come with some pressure here? Let's see what they do.
They just got a 3-man rush. Now they bring a linebacker, but now he's going to back off. They bring him. Ooh, the tackle is made. Oh, the second effort might have got it.
Short, 2 yards short, 4th and 2.
Well, they're going to mark him down. His knee was down at the 30, at the 41, they say.
They're going up tempo here.
Okay, well, Crimson Cliffs.
Going to substitute Daly out and bring Christiansen back in. I bet they're going to run this football.
They're going for it.
They're going to run this football. I'd go off tackle.
Skyview bringing the extra men up front.
You got to play a little closer on the outside. You're going 0 there. If they do a smoked pass, smoked screen right there, you got to be alerted for it. Clock's running down. You might have to punt this.
3, 2, 1.
If you're going to punt it,
they call the timeout.
It's the end of the first quarter.
4 seconds left in the quarter.
I don't know about a timeout unless they're going to go for it.
Yeah, every team has a different philosophy based on how they play their personnel. Some coaches might elect to play the field position game and pin their opponent deep in this situation, but I have a feeling Crimson Cliffs is going to be the type of team to go for it here. Especially with the quick strike capability they have on offense.
Yeah, one, their dominance, right? They've been dominating them, making plays like that. Although 4th down's a little different. Things get a little tighter.
Yeah.
The defense plays a little smarter, plays a little more aggressive, so it's harder to get those yards. Honestly, we've seen a 4th down play. I believe it was in the first game today, a 4th down play. Everybody was thinking that it was going to go short, either run or quick pass, and they hit him deep. I think that was to Zay Morris in the Roy game earlier today. It's on 4th down. So you might be able to get Skyview. If they're thinking it's going to be something short, you can hit them deep.
That was the play of the game.
Yeah, it was.
In Roy's win over Timpview. Gave them the distance they needed on the scoreboard to get that win. Here we go. Skyview loads the box. Christiansen gets away down the sideline. 41 yards. Almost down at the 9. They're going to mark him officially at the 7. He was oh so close. A great touchdown saving tackle made, but we've got a flag.
It was. There was some holding at the line of scrimmage, but this holding that they're calling or blocking the back is something that's going to be more downfield. So the first down is going to count. But there was some stuff at the line of scrimmage there. Great job of making Christiansen go east and west, but he's got some elite speed, man. And once he turns that corner, bye-bye.
Holding. Number 9 on the offense. The penalty will be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. The ball will be first down, Crimson Cliffs. There will be one untimed down before the end of the quarter.
So wipes out some of that run.
Some of it.
But for Crimson Cliffs, they convert on 4th down.
They got what they needed.
The ball will be placed at the 35. So 1st and 10. We'll have one untimed down here to end the first quarter. But you got to see what Christiansen is capable of. You do not want to let him break contain. That is trouble. They share it back on the field. One play here to end the first quarter. 1st and 10 from the 35. Going to the end zone up top. Touchdown, Crimson Cliffs.
Guess who?
For the 3rd time in the quarter, Malachi Alofapo. He's going to set records tonight if this keeps up.
I mean, what are you going to do?
Oh, my gosh.
What are you going to do? This guy is awesome. Throw it up. Make it happen. Great connection there between these two. That is how you get it done.
It's one of the best receivers in the state.
Malachi Alofapo comes into this game with 54 receptions and 1,045 yards and 13 touchdowns. He's got 3 in the first quarter here, 16 touchdowns, well over 150 yards receiving. Yeah, that's the game plan right there. How do you stop it?
So far, they can't. Playmakers, the difference so far. Alofapo being the prime one for Crimson Cliffs. The Mustangs, the defending state champs in 4A, lead Skyview 21-7 at the end of the first quarter. Let's go down to Mary Lou's. Let's see if she can hype up the pep squad down there.
Well, I don't know that I can hype anybody up, but here's the guy who might be able to. This is Easton. He is the leader of the Cat Crew. I know that you guys love to know the names of the student sections. Easton, every single student section I've talked to has had a case for why they are the best in the state. Please tell me, why is the Cat Crew the best?
Yeah, absolutely. We're one of the best football teams in the state. We're going to keep proving it tonight. Our student section knows the game of football. We know our opponents. We know their plays. We know their players. In fact, we're dating some of their sisters, half their girlfriends, and all of their cheerleaders.
Oh, excuse me, that may be the most interesting answer that I've received so far. Now, I also understand that you guys have had some success on TikTok as well.
You'll have to say that again. Sorry, it's too loud.
That's fair. You've had some success on TikTok as a student section.
Yes, absolutely. We went a little bit viral. We had a TikTok. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's the, ooh, it's cold in here. There's some Bobcats in the atmosphere, and yeah, we got a little bit famous from that.
That was started right here, guys. So just know the Cat Crew started that. Thank you so much, Easton. I appreciate your time. Back to you guys in the booth.
Well, if we're grading people on how well they sell themselves, I give it to them.
They just won the argument.
Girlfriends and all of their cheerleaders. Well, first of all, I'm a guy who likes to talk smack, so that right there is premier. smack talk right there. I love it.
When
Cat
the student
Crew.
sections come back next Thursday, they got their work cut out for them.
Yeah. Cat Crew, you got my vote. That was awesome.
I love the Mickey Mouse glove, too. Nice touch. 21-7. Skyview's got their work cut out for them. Oh, they got the way to get it back.
Stokes.
Xander Stokes into Crimson Cliffs territory. This Skyview team isn't flinching.
No,
they're down, but they're not out. You can see the effort. They still believe. It's still early. Only one quarter in the books. I told you about that crazy game against Orem. That was all over the place. That was a wild affair. They draw a lot of confidence from coming back in that game and winning. Beating one of the best teams in 5A. That was the wackiest game of the year in Utah high school football. Clark, plenty of time. Ooh, the route was jumped. Michael Peterson came up and almost took it the other way. 2nd and 10. From the 44, Stokes.
Look at that surge on the offensive line. Great job. Smashing down the right side of that offensive line.
5'8", 210.
All right, Haas. All right, Haas. Tote the rock, buddy.
That is a strong young man. 5'8", 210. There he goes, fighting for the sticks. He's just short.
Got nothing to lose. You got to go for this.
Yeah.
Here. Tempo. They're huddling.
Or not. They bring Clark off. Looking at a direct snap here.
Straight to Stokes here.
Okay.
As we said, when you go Wildcat, it's a lot harder to defend. You got a mano-y-mano.
Stokes fighting, forwards, got it. That should be enough. Had to get to the 34, and I believe he did. It was close. Clark back out there, trips to his left.
Offsides. Crimson Cliffs has been antsy. They get called on this one.
Snap. Encroachment. Lining up in the neutral zone. Number 49 on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Lined up in the neutral zone and they didn't let him play? Thought the neutral zone was something you let the play out.
Clark's going to keep. That disappeared quick. Wasn't there.
Wow, lost 5 yards.
TFL.
Great defensive stunt. They wrapped the defensive end around, and he came down in the opposite A-gap and
Bryce Strickland with the stop.
just blew him up down there. Great defensive call.
Clark throws, tipped at the line of scrimmage.
They had 1st and 5, now 3rd down and 10. Oh.
So after picking up the 4th down conversion, they haven't had any luck. Now 3rd and long. Clark over the top, going for it all.
Touchdown.
Cut! Touchdown! Liam Guthrie. What a catch, what a throw. How about the Bobcats? They fight back and answer right back. The Cat Crew loves it.
Well, how about that? He's got an arm. Jack Clark, accurate pass.
Ooh, too high of a snap. Xander Stokes, he's got to run it. Now he's going to throw it. Incomplete pass.
Those.
Oops.
We found out these extra points are very, very important.
Skyview needs all the points they can get tonight, and that's going to hurt.
Look at this throw right here. On the money.
Ooh.
Great catch. Way to get your foot in. Touchdown. Guthrie with the touch. Tough catch. That's a great connection right there. Look at this. Going for it all. A little separation right there.
Can't throw it any better.
No, you can't. That was where it needed to be, and that's where it went. Jack Clark, that was a beautiful throw. I'm thinking about that. That was money. Great setup in the pocket. Great route. You got to respect the route as well. Did a very good route enough to create that separation and catch that ball right there and get that foot in bounds.
Good offense on 3rd and 10. Skyview's right back in this. There will be a return. There's a lane.
Nice. Oh.
Still there. Fighting through it. Closes up finally at the 30-yard line. But a nice return. Caden Garcia-Casey again.
Nice kick. Catches it around the 1-yard line here. Has an opportunity right here. Make the play. Gets a couple extra yards, but a great job of not stopping your legs. Let's see how they stop him here.
Chris Jansen, not much. At some point, Skyview's defense is going to have to get a stop.
Yes.
This will be a perfect time. They do get the kickoff to open the second half. Stop here and a score would put them in great position. This Crimson Cliffs offense is fantastic. Sherritt, ball tipped at the line of scrimmage. Good job.
That's
great defense.
That's what you want. Yeah, now if you're Skyview, you got to be prepared, right? What if they had success with, in this football game, is that deep pass to Malachi? Be prepared for that.
Tipped again, intercepted.
He's
picked
going.
off.
Go, big
He's
boy,
going to
go,
take
big
it
boy,
the other
go.
way.
Oh.
He's down at the 7. What a play.
How about that? Dean Phillips with the quick reaction.
The
What?
dean of defense.
How are they throwing a penalty on that? They went back to their sideline. What is he throwing a flag on? Oh, you got to let the players play here. I mean, I don't like this penalty. It's going to be a 10, 15-yard penalty. It's going to knock them all the way out back to the 25-yard line.
Possession, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 20, throwing the ball in the air. 15-yard penalty. Will be first down.
Yeah, you don't do that. He wasn't even the one who intercepted it. What are you doing? Number 20 or number 26?
Coach Alder is furious. Such a great play. They're inside the 10-yard line. Now they got to come all the way back out to the 23.
Oh, that is heartbreaking. I mean, he's got to celebrate. I don't know there. That's tough.
We saw it it today already.
They've been calling it.
Saw it in the Tiffany Roy game. Xander Stokes goes to work. Nothing they can do about it now, but they got possession. They got the turnover. I just got done talking about how they needed to get a stop of some kind. They've got it now.
Yeah.
Now they got to take advantage.
Great run right here. Good job by this offensive line at the first contact. pushing their guys. Let Stokes go to work here.
Stokes again. Breaking tackles inside the 15 down to the 14. He's a yard short of a first down.
Are they going to do that Wildcat right here? Guarantee this first down. They need that. See, they substitute out, bring another big body in.
Clark stays out there with Stokes. 3rd and 1. Stokes, ooh.
He's got it. Oh, they marked him
He's
a little
short.
short.
Number 47 came in there like a rocket. 97, I should say.
Yeah, they got him a little short. Are they going to measure here? Or, yeah, 4th down in inches. Yeah, you got to do the Wildcat here or something. Tush push. Pump up the play clock.
Big play here. I mean, if Skyview doesn't come away with points on this drive. Ooh, it's close. Clark moves forward. I think he's got it.
He's got it. Good job at moving to the side.
The referee on the east side, I think, is giving it to him.
Yeah, because you see that defensive line slanting down into those A-gaps. You know it's not going to come open, but you got to feel it. Feel where that gap is going to be created at. Snaps the ball, goes into the right B-gap, and picks up that first down.
1st and 10 at the 13. It's wild that after everything that has happened in this first quarter, the Skyview's got a chance to close the gap here. Stokes fighting.
Yeah.
Down near the 10.
And they're doing it. I mean, Crimson Cliff sees that they're going all run here. They're putting everybody in the box. They got one-on-one outside. Here's the thing. You got a good 3 out there, but he's on one of their best athletes in Alifapo.
Over the middle slant.
Oh,
dropped.
He had it.
Had a chance.
Get the ball up just a little bit there.
You just mentioned Alifapo. That was him in coverage, number 4.
That was the matchup that I was looking for. Get the ball up just a tad.
Just couldn't hang on. Would have had a touchdown.
It was a great route. Great play call right there. Got one-on-one on the outsides, both of them.
3rd and 8. Clark tries for the end zone. Incomplete. So now what do you do? 4th and 8. You don't get points on this drive if you're Skyview. That is such a gut punch after that thrilling interception. They're going to kick.
I know. They kind of missed the field goal on that first one. This one's a lot closer. It's a 42-yarder they missed before. This one would only be a 22-yarder. Now this would be about a 30-yard, almost a 30-yard, 28-yard field goal.
Brannick Jamison will come out and attempt the 28-yard field goal. Kick is up.
Nice.
And good. So Skyview does come away with points. It's not the 7 that they wanted, but it is 3, and they cut the deficit to 5.
That's a penalty there that I think that was a good punch. You know, that's a 15-yard penalty when you have the opportunity to be inside the 10-yard line there. Now they have a missed extra point, a missed field goal. Those are 2 opportunities for points right there. That's 4 points. If they have those 4 points in this game, this is a 1-score game.
Yep.
Right now, it's a 5-point game.
But for Skyview to absorb what was the first quarter, quick 21 points by Crimson Cliffs and still be in it at this point.
Right.
Says a lot about them. There's a return. There is a lane. And there is a flag.
It's going to be holding. That's going to push them back inside the 15-yard line there. Skyview on this last drive did a tremendous job of getting their hands up in the passing lane. Let's see what this call is.
Holding on the return team, number 10. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Will be first down.
Ball's at the 14-yard line here. Let's see, they're going to get McCord back going again.
That's where they go. McCord Christiansen dancing through the defense into the secondary, trying to get to the edge. This is trouble for Skyview. Past midfield, all the way down to the 37-yard line. What a run by McCord Christiansen. He started at the 14.
Look at that. Look at that.
That's a 48-yard run. This offense is so explosive. Two of the most explosive offensive players in the state, in Alofapo and Christiansen. So the Mustangs on the move again into Skyview territory. And now we got a flag.
And get a holding call here. The laundry's coming out here in the second quarter, huh? Feel like we got one after every play.
Face mask. Number 56 on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Will be first down.
I thought that was on the offense. Well, we get a little extra help there.
That'll move the ball to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10. Skyview does a good job pushing it.
That's a good team tackle right there. Daly's with the carry.
Van Daly on the run. Be 2nd and 7. The clock runs, coming up on 4 minutes left here in the half. Christiansen. They bring him down at the 22. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't matter how you do it as long as you get it done. Cash Howell here. Great open field tackle. That is not easy. McCord Christiansen, one of the best athletes in the state. You get him in open space, you make an open field tackle. That is a tremendous job.
Up the middle, 1st down. All the way to the 16-yard line. Crimson Cliffs is in the red zone. This Mustangs offense looks great. Christiansen looking for a hole. Finds a little bit of one, enough to get 5 yards on the carries down to the 12. So much confidence in this program. A lot of these kids, you obviously Christiansen and Alofapo played last year in the title game. Ooh, nice tackle. Whoa. Is that ball loose? No, they're going to blow it dead. Nice tackle. TFL. They lost a lot of seniors, Crimson Cliffs did. You could tell early in the season they didn't look anything like they did last year, but you still had Alofapo and you still had Christiansen. Your quarterback, Sherritt, figuring some things out. Figure some things out in the trenches, and now this team's looking like defending champions.
False start right there.
Now they move, just as I give them that compliment.
Right.
Sorry, Crimson Cliffs fans, I tried.
5-yard
move
penalty.
Back.
Remains 3rd down.
Taking some time off this clock, too.
Clock runs, coming up on 2 minutes to play in the half. Big play here, 3rd and 11 from the 17. Skyview might bring the heat, they do. Sherritt tries to beat it. Alofapo, jump ball, incomplete.
Great defense.
Outstanding defense.
Way to play the bread basket right there. As soon as the ball gets there, punch it out. Don't turn your head, play the guy. Nice job. Good physical defensive play right there.
Alofapo getting greedy. He wanted 4.
Yeah, that would be incredible. 4 touchdowns in the first half.
Fourth and 11, they'll go. And now they'll call timeout to talk it over. Good timeout. They had 2 left with 1:55 to play. Big play here. While they talk it over, we'll take a break. 1:55 left in the half. We'll show you 4th down after this.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home.
So you can finally finish your basement and raise the value of your home.
Or pay off your credit cards and get out of debt faster.
Nice. Or simply enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit ready for a rainy day.
To learn more, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Moving mountains takes more than muscle. It takes commitment through the comfortable, the uncomfortable, the starts, the stops, the sunny days, the stormy days. Here at Salt Lake Running Company, rain or shine, we've got you. We are here to help you keep moving forward. Locally owned, locally operated since 1995, SLRC offers free custom shoe fittings, rewards, training groups, races, free events, seminars, and clinics.
There we go.
4th down to the end zone. Incomplete. No flags. It's turnover on downs. Skyview holds. That's 2 straight. 2 straight possessions for Crimson Cliffs. Ends without points. So with 1:52 to play in the half, Skyview gets the ball. They got a long way to go, but again, we talk about those crucial 4 minutes at the end of the first half and the 4 minutes to start the second half, and Skyview's going to own it.
Skyview's got a turnover, 3 points, opportunity here to drive down the field, make some big plays.
Let's see what they can do. Crimson Cliffs looking for a stop. Clark, quick slant, caught. He turns it up. 8-yard gain. They'll mark him at the 20. Just short of the 20. No, they're going to give him the 27. First down. So a 10-yard gain. Stokes racking up more yards.
Gotta get on it. They got 2 timeouts. Gotta be efficient. Keep it moving. Everybody get aligned right and make those plays. Got one-on-ones on the outside here.
Pressure comes. Clark is hit. Incomplete. Crimson Cliffs brought the pressure, and they got to him. Didn't get the sack, but they're going to get the incomplete pass. Clock stops with 1:06 to play in the first half.
Now it's 3rd down and 4 too, right? Like this isn't easy, right? Because you would now potentially have to punt the ball back.
Over the middle.
Oh, he's got
to
to
the
catch
hands.
that. Got to catch that.
Little high, but it was catchable.
That's a catchable ball right there. You catch that, you get down.
Oh, Skyview's got a punt.
That's a 15, 20-yard gain. You got to catch that ball right here.
I don't think you want to give Crimson Cliffs a minute.
No,
they do.
You don't. You do not want to give them a minute. Like they can get down the play, the field quickly. Get a field goal if they need to. Take your time on this punt if they're not rushing you. get a solid punt, get a nice roll, flip the field.
It's an opportunity loss for Skyview. Opportunity gained for Crimson Cliffs. They're going to get the ball back here with a minute left. Short punt, but high. Fair catch made at the 41-yard line. That's where the Mustangs will begin this drive. They got time. They've got one timeout on the board. We've seen how quickly they can strike. Alofapo already with 3 touchdowns here in the first half. They jumped out to that 21-point lead in the first quarter. Skyview has answered to make it a 1-score game. Sherritt. Oh, he's going down. Big hit. It's a sack. Number 20 came in like a rocket, Tyson Bradley.
Great work right there. He's got to be careful. They've been calling taunting penalties all day, so we'll watch your celebrations.
Tried to get into the zone, did not get the catch. So it's 3rd and 16. 24 seconds remain.
Why not? Just take a shot with Alofapo here. You know, you got both of
nothing to lose, right?
Malachi and Maddox. I line them up on each side of the field. Even on the same side of the field. One run, one approach, one run a go route. Just go deep.
They'll attack the strong side of the field, rolling that way, throws. Right in the zone. Alofapo can't come up with it, and we got a flag down.
They're going to decline this penalty. That's a legal shift.
So 19 seconds remain.
They had multiple guys moving by the snap. Decline this, 4th down.
Illegal shift. The running back was not set when the receiver went in motion. The penalty will be declined. 4th down.
The quarterback's got to make sure this set. That's why he's getting a lecture on the sideline. 4th and 16. Crimson Cliffs will have to punt. Skyview has 2 timeouts. They're going to use one of them right here.
Interesting here, 16 seconds or 19 seconds left. There's not much you can do with that, but take a shot deep if you want. If you want to be aggressive. This would be a major upset here.
Shirt. What the heck? Do men really?
Let's see what they do here.
Crimson Cliffs own the first quarter. Skyview wins the second quarter. As we're 19 seconds away from halftime. They gave it a run. He's going to run away from the ball, and a lot of time comes off the clock. 9 seconds left on the board. See if Skyview just takes a knee. Considering the way things started, they've got to be thrilled to be just behind by 5. Crimson Cliffs probably seeing, I think they'll have a different conversation in the locker room. I think the Mustangs are going to be pretty disappointed that this is close.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you had them 21-0, and then you let them come back in the game. Skyview's up-tempo offense did a great job getting back in this thing. You have to be proud of how your team fought there and made that happen. But that's the way you end a half. You said the first 4 minutes of the second half, last 4 minutes of the first half is huge determinants. how your team's going to go.
Let's go down to the sideline. Merrill Lewis is standing by with Coach Olofopo.
Coach Olofopo, a one-score game here at the half. What is your message to your team going to be?
Just got to continue to do what we do. You know, we're missing a couple key guys. We got 3 key starters are out, and so we kind of had to fill in some guys, but that's no excuse. We got to still play our brand of football and continue to do what we do. We've been here before, and this team's battle tested. So, you know, kudos to Skyview. They came out and compete, and that's what we want. And now we got a good game on our hands, and we got to just stick to the plan.
First time that you've seen this team this season, are there going to be any adjustments that you're going to make based off of what you've seen in the first half?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And they're doing a good job. They're tempoing the heck out of us, taking advantage of certain little things. And so we're going to go in there and make some adjustments, and we'll see how our kids respond.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right, back to you guys.
Thanks, Merrill Lewis. He mentioned tempo just like you did. Skyview used that tempo to get back into the game. Crimson Cliffs is going to try to get back to what they did in the first quarter. But great first half. Can't wait for the second half here. Who will meet Spanish Fork for the 4A state championship on Thursday night? We will find out in about 24 minutes. Crimson Cliffs 21, Skyview 16 at the half. We'll have second half action coming up in 14 minutes. Second half underway here at Rice-Eccles Stadium in this 4A semifinal. Crimson Cliffs with the ball to the 47-yard line. Now Christiansen goes past midfield.
Yeah, I think the halftime adjustments was get McCord the ball. You know, let's stop messing around. 2 quick carries from McCord here. Get him reestablished here in the second half, which is exactly what they need to do. Control this game. It's an amazing rushing attack that they have. Illegal shift again, or false start.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 8 on the offense. 5-yard penalty, remain second down. 8.
A little bit of a setback for the Mustangs. Backed up to their 46. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Screen. Beautiful.
He's got blockers.
Beautiful.
Christiansen breaks a tackle. Past the 40, down inside the 35-yard line. They'll mark him at the 34.
These guys are in shape. Look at this. Play after play. Doesn't matter what it is. Screen. Deep route. They just keep on chugging along. Great run there by Christiansen.
Skyview trying to bring some pressure.
Here the Dailies here. Van Daly, we spell McCord Christiansen for a play. Picks up 7 yards there. 6 yards, second down and 4 now.
Crimson Cliffs trying to build on this 21-16 lead. Skyview trying to get the stop, get the ball back so they could take the lead. Daly, nice run. Van Daly picks up the first down. He's inside the 20. Mustangs are in the red zone.
Having this run game to determine the tempo of this second half. Exactly what you want to do. Reestablishing, you get Skyview to get vulnerable, get extra aggressive, slip on technique, try to do a little more than they should, and that's when you hit them over the top.
1st and 10 from the 19. More Daly.
Good tackle right there. Skylar Murdoch.
Daly gave them some good carries on that drive. He'll head to the sideline. Christiansen got a breather. Now he's back out there. Taking their time. Coming up on 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Sherritt connects outside. Close to the marker. Now we got a late flag.
In the area of holding by the receiver.
There is no penalty on the field for illegal blocking downfield as the ball was caught behind the line of scrimmage.
Got you. Makes sense. Good call. A good catch by both officials. You know, and this is why you have multiple eyes. And the one guy catches the guy blocking downfield, and then the other says no, he was behind the line of scrimmage, so let's wave it off.
1st and goal from the 9. Christiansen right up the middle, right into the end zone for the touchdown. What a drive by the Mustangs to open the second half.
What a drive is right. This is all positives on that play, not a negative play in sight. On a stalemate play, Leaf-Paul knew exactly what his adjustments needed to be. That felt like a really quick halftime. They came out, hit him in the mouth.
The extra point is good. The Mustangs go up by 12. There's another look at the run.
Look at that.
Great offensive line play. They got a 5-yard push up the field.
Right up the middle. That's how you do it. Well, Skyview showed a lot of energy at the end of the first half offensively. You know, they moved the ball effectively, up-tempoed Crimson Cliffs. Let's see if they go back to that or if there's any change off of that, right? I know Crimson Cliffs has made some adjustments because that was a point of emphasis from Coach Leaf-Paul right there at the end of the first half. So let's see if they...
A reverse at the 5-yard line. Doesn't get them much. They're short of the 20-yard line. Out to the 19.
I think Jack Clark's done a great job in this game. He's thrown some really good passes. Really commanded this offense in the right way, make sure everybody's set up. Xander Stokes has done a terrific job running the football as well.
Stokes takes it, dances through the line, up to the 23-yard line, a gain of 4. He'll take 4 yards to carry.
Yes, he will. It's a very nice run right there on first down.
Turns it back up to the middle and oof.
Yeah, he was
physical
slipping.
play.
He slipped there. Crimson Cliff was coming flying. He saw them pursuing on the outside, decided to cut it back, but lost his balance right there. Turf monster. Crimson Cliff with the active pursuit. Stopped that dead in its tracks. 3rd down and 5.
From the 24, Clark. Across the middle. Catch is made at the 35. Nice grab.
That was a tight window. That's the guy that I said don't throw to, and he ends up throwing it. Good catch in traffic. Great throw by Jack Kelly. That was terrific operation right there. Now they're going up tempo.
Zachary Oxborough with the catch. Back to Xander, fighting for yards. Not much there, gets 2 or 3. A nice throw by Clark. You're right, it probably wasn't the right throw, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Hey, we can't say it wasn't the right throw. He made it happen.
It moved the sticks, that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Great job by him. Firing that in there, that's what he saw. The receiver ran the route and caught the ball.
Clark, quick slant,
dropped. Got to catch it. He was going.
There was room to run.
That would have been 12 to 15 yards on that. Catch that football right there.
Liam Guthrie, who has a nice touchdown catch in this game, just couldn't secure that one.
Got a couple drops in this game thus far. He's got to catch that ball.
Third and 8. Clark up the middle. There's room to run, and he does. Slides down near midfield. He's going to get out to the 47-yard line. Good enough for a first down. Takes what the defense gives him. It'll move the chains.
This is a great decision here. We've seen great QB run game all day today. From the first game to the second game, and now here, Jack Clark's he's got to realize when he has those opportunities to take those, he doesn't have to force the ball in there. You can run the ball with your legs.
Quick pass outside. Out at the 46. Skyview is in Crimson Cliffs territory. Nice response here after Crimson Cliffs scored to make it a 2-score game. Skyview's hanging in there. Trips to his left, Clark. And the receiver screen set up. That's a first down to the 40. This is a good drive by the Bobcats.
Doing a terrific job right there. I mean, they had that same play to Kelly, or to Guthrie earlier in the drive, just a drop ball, and there's a completion, got a first down, moved the chains.
Clark going deep. Did he come down with it? No, incomplete.
I think he forced it into the wrong guy right there. He had his tight end, number 44, Jace Carlson. Has an opportunity right there. Just loft that ball up. He would have got at least 15 yards. Take what the defense gives you.
2nd and 10. Back to the run game.
Great job wrapping him up there. Good team defense by Crimson Cliffs right there, converging on that ball. Stokes is not easy to tackle.
Stokes is going to approach 30 carries here shortly. A lot of carries for Stokes. There we go again. Right up the middle.
Oh, yeah, nice push.
To the sticks. He's got it. 30-yard line. They'll move him.
They're marking him a little short. Oh, the far side gave it to him.
Far side gave it to him.
Okay.
They have a discrepancy on.
Yeah, because the far side gave it to him, but that was not first down. It was a little short. I think that's 3rd and inches.
Now the official on that
4th and inches.
Crimson Cliff sideline is going to come make his case. They're going to have to reset the chains.
Yeah, they're going to have to reset that. About a half-yard short there, but if they want, they got to do that Wildcat where you get that surefire half yard. You know Crimson Cliffs is going to converge down on there. Going to get zero coverage on the outside. It's QB sneak. What are you going to do here?
Yep, Clark gets it.
Yeah, that was 3 yards. Great job by Clark. He's very good at that. That's Tom Brady-esque. He sees where that hole is going to go, and he takes it.
Empty backfield for Clark.
Oh.
Trying to hit Stokes on a wheel route.
Yeah.
Stokes slipped.
Well, the ball was pretty behind him. It was good defense right there. The defense had a great angle. Forced that ball wide. Good play call. If he was going to hit that, I think he would have needed to hit it a little earlier. Get Stokes while he's running so he can get some yards after contact.
2nd and 10 from the 28. Stokes is met.
Nice
Almost
job.
right at the line of scrimmage. Number 97.
Mason Woolley. Great tackle right there. Great job conversion down. I understand Stokes is getting the ball, making it 3rd and long. This is exactly what you want to do if you're Crimson Cliffs.
Clark flushed out of the pocket, avoids the rush. He's going to run. He's going to get there and more down to the 10-yard line. Great job by Jack Clark.
Good job by him not forcing that ball.
No.
Crimson Cliffs does an amazing job of coverage here on both sides. You know, we've seen a lot of quarterbacks today just, oh, this is the play we're running. Let me just throw it. Jack Clark doesn't do that. very, very good job pulling that down, getting that first down. And again, he's just a junior like a lot of these guys on the offensive side of the ball.
Pitch it, a little behind Stokes, and he falls down.
It's a turf monster for Stokes on this drive.
Yeah.
It's been a couple times he's slipped up. That's kind of like that penalty they had when they were all the way down here after the turnover.
That's a 5-yard loss.
Yeah, that's a big loss right there. Now it's second down and goal from the 15. It's got to be frustrating. Got press coverage down here on the bottom.
Rush comes. They pick it up. Clark goes to the end zone.
Oh,
great defense.
Great
Broken
throw,
up.
great route. Even better defense right there. Wow.
Michael Peterson.
Michael Peterson, a.k.a. Mac. Look at this. Great job of getting your hand in there, recovering on the defensive side of the ball. That was a great throw. That was a great pass. That was open. Any correction or feedback you want to give their receiver, work a little bit more back towards the quarterback. Come get the ball a little bit more. But that was good operations, just a better defensive coverage.
3rd and 15. 3rd and goal from the 15. They're going to try the receiver screen. Gets down inside the 10, down to the 7.
What do you do?
Now they got a decision to make.
Oh.
A field goal makes it a 9-point game.
Yeah.
2:56 left. I think you got to go here.
I got to go.
You got to get in the end zone to keep pace.
I got to go. I got to go. You got to do it. I'd get Jack Clark moving because he can use his legs but also keep his vision up. Some kind of sprint option. Going empty set here. See what they got. Play clock's down to 8.
4th and goal from the 7. Clark. Time. Across the middle. Caught. Touchdown Skyview. Guthrie with his 2nd of the game. Just like that, the Bobcats are right back in it.
Guthrie, top receiver. Yeah, this is what you do. You motion. You start in empty or you start in 3, anything you want. But you motion to a 1 receiver set. Get that ISO you want on the backside. They do that right there. Nice action. The motion created the opportunity. Touchdown, Skyview. Keeps this interesting.
They'll go for 1. They get this one down. The kick is up. And it is good, and that's significant. It's a 5-point game now. Even a field goal by Crimson Cliffs, it's still a 1-score game.
Yeah. 4 points or 5 points, doesn't matter. That's the same thing, essentially, when it comes down to the end of the game. But you have to get points out of that. So great response.
Yeah.
First off, because that was a dominant drive by Crimson Cliffs to start the half, and then Skyview, wow. You can see how they came back in those games earlier this season. That was a heck of a response right there by them.
They're handling adversity really well. They're not flinching. They're hanging here with Crimson Cliffs on the turf at Rice-Eccles Stadium. 2:24 left to play in the 3rd quarter. The winner of this game moves on to face Spanish Fork for the 4A state championship on Thursday night. Same place, same time. No return possible there. Touchback. Crimson Cliffs will start at the 20. Even quarter here. Teams taking turns. Nice drives. Yeah, you got to go bold or go home there, Sly. I felt like that was a moment they had to get in the end zone and go for it. And Clark was on the money with Guthrie and had to keep pace.
Yeah, you have to. You couldn't fall even further behind. That means you're telling your defense you got to steal a possession from this dominant Crimson Cliffs offense, right? There's going to be an opportunity here. So you got to make it, get a 3 and out here so you can give your offense the ball. They've been dominant. Crimson Cliffs on defense really hasn't had an answer outside of the very first series of the game. But you got to work hard against this Crimson Cliffs offense. They are electric. And at every facet of the game, they can beat you. As you see, 3 touchdowns by Malachi Alifapu in that first quarter. Oh, there's your mistake.
That's going to be a setback for Crimson Cliffs.
There's your mistake.
On 2nd and 6.
That's huge.
The snap's too high. Sherritt can't get a hold of it. And now the Mustangs are in trouble.
Now you got to watch for screens here. This is big screen. Tempo, you got to get up. Crimson Cliffs is ready.
3rd and 17 from the 13.
Let's see what they do. Get reset. You got 3 defensive linemen on the left side there.
Taking a shot deep. Over the top. Incomplete. We do have a flag down.
Is that going to be defensive holding?
That's up there. Both flags are at the 25. This will be an interesting call. It's in that area, and that would be bad news for Skyview.
Yes, it would, because this
on
is...
a 3rd and 17 to have that happen. We'll wait for the call. Here it comes.
Prior to the pass, holding number 7 on the defense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat 3rd down.
Okay, so it's not a first down, but they get back the yards they lost.
This is easy.
On the bad snap. So yeah, this is a much different deal from the 23, 3rd and 7. Sherritt. Quick slant, Skyview. Oh, what an effort to get to the first down.
Right.
The Bobcats had him. But Alofapo.
Maddox, or this is Malachi, sorry. Malachi with the amazing effort here. Because they had it blocked up. The stock block happened. They got it backed up. All you got to do is tackle them. Extra effort gets it done.
New set of downs, McCord Christiansen. All the way up to the 37-yard line. So the holding penalty gives Crimson Cliffs a more manageable 3rd down, and they execute on a great effort by Alofapo, who gets just enough to move the chains.
Yeah, that could be huge mistake here for Skyview if that gives Crimson Cliffs the energy in this drive. Well, that was a very good play there. Very good stop on defense. You're forcing 3rd down and short here. 3rd
that
down
was
and
Maddox
4.
Alofapo on the end around. Not enough to get the first down. So 3rd and 4 from the 37. That is the end of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter to go. 12 minutes left to decide who will face Spanish Fork in the 4A state championship game on Thursday night.
Moving mountains takes more than muscle. It takes commitment through the comfortable, the uncomfortable, the starts, the stops, the sunny days, the stormy days. Here at Salt Lake Running Company, rain or shine, we've got you. We are here to help you keep moving forward. Locally owned, locally operated since 1995, SLRC offers free custom shoe fittings, rewards, training groups, races, free events, seminars, and clinics. Visit us in store or online today at slrc.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home.
So you can finally finish your basement and raise the value of your home.
Or pay off your credit cards and get out of debt faster. Nice.
Or simply enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit ready for a rainy day.
To learn more, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
We begin the 4th quarter. Crimson Cliffs 3rd and 4 from the 37. Christiansen up the middle. Past midfield. trying to get to the edge. He's got blockers. Now cuts it back to the 20. Taken down at the 12-yard line. What a run to open the fourth quarter.
How about that?
Record Christiansen just as the weather comes in.
This is great running right here. Look at that weather.
It is pouring out here now.
That's football weather, baby.
Didn't slow down Christiansen. 1st and 10 from the 12. Oh, nice play. TFL. That'll lose yards.
Yeah, this weather's coming down. You're losing some of your crowd members here.
Coming up here to the shelter. They're going to hang out with us in the meat locker.
Yeah, we'll see Marilou's up here in a little bit. I know it is not San Diego weather down there for sure. You get cold and wind and rain. Ugh. Daly's with the carry.
This is Daly. After losing some yards.
Maddox Leafapole comes back in the game. So does McCord Christiansen. And see how Crimson Cliffs attacks this. This is 3rd down and 7 here.
Skyview needs a stop badly. Christiansen, they got him. They stop him. So the Mustangs kick or they go for it?
You got to kick it. You have to kick it. You make it an 8-point game. That means any one score that Skyview does, they have to go for 2. Which that extra point that they miss early in the game comes as huge here.
They're not listening to you, Sly. They're going to go for it.
Why would
4th and 6 from the 8. They can get a first down at the 2. Maybe they'll try to get them off sides. Now they're going to check.
Just call timeout. Kick it.
Clock's running.
Kick
Less than 10 minutes to play.
Timeout, kick it.
Yeah, they're gonna reassess.
You better listen to me. Oh, man.
Crimson Cliffs takes a timeout. We will as well. Quick ad break, and we'll be right back with the conclusion of this game.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there. They're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
They decided to listen to Sly. They're going to kick. This for an 8-point lead. A 25-yard field goal attempt. In the wind and the rain is good.
It's a little windy out there, huh?
A little bit. Calder Pace with the field goal. 8-point lead for the Mustangs. We almost made it through the semifinals without some weather, but it has finally arrived.
The football god said we're due. We are due for this.
Sly, this is the first game we've called all year.
It's snowing.
With rain. And we're mid-November, and we never had a weather game all year long until now.
Oh.
You can see how much it's coming down.
See, we've been cold, but we've been safe.
Yes.
You know?
Not so much now. So 9:33 left. Skyview still very much in this. They'll get the ball back here. They do need a touchdown drive and a 2-point conversion to tie it. It is wet and it is cold out here.
Well, Xander Stokes has had some slippage issues. I don't know if that's the weather making that happen or what, but that drive in the third quarter, he was slipping all over the place, but this is his time now. Xander Stokes, you got to get him the ball. He's got to establish the run here if you want to make it any kind of impression here in this fourth quarter.
Clark hands it off to Stokes. Xander Stokes.
2
He's
yards.
carried a heavy load tonight.
Yes.
And they're going to need him here in this weather. This is where you turn to your running back to get you some yards.
This is cramping time here. So when it happens the fourth quarter, you've given it all you got. Cramps start to happen. Pickle juice is nowhere to be found.
I think the pickle juice jar is frozen. Just like the rest of us at this point. While they're working on the cramp, we'll take another short break. We've got the final 9 minutes coming up after this.
You've been told that running is punishment. Let's help you make it your superpower. At Salt Lake Running Company, we're here to help you become a better athlete. From the gym to the track, SLRC offers all student athletes a 10% discount, free rewards, free custom shoe fits, and inserts that fit into athletic shoes and cleats. For 30 years, SLRC's award-winning customer service has helped student athletes find the perfect fit that keeps them training and competing. Shop in-store or online at slrc.com today.
At UCCU, we've learned that people prefer more. And not just more, but a lot more. That's why UCCU created Elevated Checking. Elevated provides everything you'd expect from the best checking account anywhere and more. A lot more. Like loan discounts, overdraft forgiveness, and free ATMs nationwide. Just visit UCCU.com.
And elevate your checking.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Moving mountains takes more than muscle. It takes commitment through the comfortable, the uncomfortable, the starts, the stops, the sunny days, the stormy days. Here at Salt Lake.
Back to the action. 9:16 left. Skyview, 2nd and 8 from the 22.
Oh,
Clark, trouble.
Oh,
he got killed. Oh, almost intercepted.
If he had time, Guthrie did a great job, but at his release, he had the angle. It just needed to be on the outside shoulder. But great job putting pressure on Jack Clark right here, not allowing him to step through the football
Clark
right
got
there.
Tattooed in the backfield.
Yes,
Oof.
he did. Hey, this is a big third down for Skyview and Crimson Cliffs. You get a stop here, you're in control. They punt the football. In this weather, it could be a bad punt.
Third and
score,
8.
put this ice on this game.
From the 22, Stokes out in the flat. Clark over the middle.
Nice catch.
Oh,
that's
wow.
a penalty. That's not called.
Little delayed reaction on the flags.
I'm a lot further away than they are. Wow.
First off, what a catch.
What a catch.
And then to absorb the hit, he's going to get the catch and an extra 15. This is a big game changer here for Skyview. We hope he's okay. He took a big shot.
That was a huge shot. I do hope he's okay. That was tough catching that in traffic, coming down with that. And
I believe that's Zachary Oxborough, number 19.
Yes, that is.
It was tough to make out the number in that pile up.
Yeah, that was a bad hit right there.
If he gets up from this, there'll be a big sigh of relief from Skyview fans because he took a major blow to the head.
Here he goes.
Okay. Welcome back.
Illegal helmet contact, number 33 on the defense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Will be first down.
They gave him some glacier water, blessed by a Alaskan medicine man. The way he jumped up on that. I know Mary Liz doesn't know that reference.
She does not. I guarantee it. That'll put the ball all the way to the 49-yard line of Skyview. 1st and 10 near midfield.
That's a great catch. Oh my goodness.
It is. So you get the catch and the bonus 15, and now Skyview is in business. 8:56 and counting. Clark out the flat, the catch is made. 1st down and more.
Carlson.
All the way to the 35-yard line.
Take what the defense gives you. Great play right there.
That's Jace Carlson, another junior, making a big play in the state semifinals. He's out of bounds. Will stop the clock with 8:47. 1st and 10 from the 35. Clark will throw again. Takes a shot deep. Over the top. It was caught out of bounds.
Whew. All right, see, I like it. They're letting the players play. There's a lot of contact here, a lot of touching.
Lofapo on the coverage.
Good coverage right there at the end of the play. He's got to keep that ball in bounds. The receiver had the DB beat. Keep the ball in bounds. Just deep and in bounds, and he comes away with that. But great defense by Lofapo, putting pressure on and not making it easy.
2nd and 10 from the 35. Clark hands it off up the middle. Stokes fighting.
Oh my gosh. An old lineman poked through. I thought that was Stokes. I'm like, why is nobody else going with Oh, I couldn't see out of the pile right there. That's a good run on 2nd down, making it 3rd down and 5. I'd get Jack Clark rolling right here. Moving out of the pocket.
3rd and 5. The pocket breaks up. He throws a dart. Breaking tackles. Into the end zone. Touchdown Skyview. 30 yards.
Lincoln Ballard. Oh
Lincoln Ballard has 6. And Skyview is 2 points away from tying this game. How about the effort after the catch by Lincoln Ballard?
You know, this team is so resilient.
They are.
Because they were down 21-0, and we were talking to the student section.
In the 1st quarter.
I'm like, you guys are not realizing what's going on here. But they're like, no, we've been here before.
Yeah.
We know what it is. Our team fights. Oh, my gosh. They're on the brink of tying this game.
They can tie it right here. 2-point conversion try. Empty backfield. 5 receivers. Clark throws a slant, incomplete. Crimson Cliffs gets a stop on the 2-point conversion. That's huge.
Great defense. That is huge. Look at this. Jack Clark taking a lot of hits in the pocket, but Ballard with the effort. Hey, Lincoln on Lincoln right there again. 11 on 11.
Number 11 on White won that battle.
Yes, he did. That's tough running right here in this weather. That's going to do for some good photos to put on social media, I'll tell you that much. That's amazing.
Put that on the gram.
Great route running right there. Great effort. Nice. Always appreciate great effort. Well, Crimson Cliff still has the lead right here. There's 8 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time for both teams. But Skyview fighting their way back into this football game. That is exactly what you want to do here. Solid defense. They need a stop just like they did. We called for it earlier, and they made it happen. Let's see if they can do it one more time in this football game.
For Crimson Cliffs, this is a drive to put your team in the state championship game. You drive this down the field here, burn some clock, get a touchdown, you'll have a 9-point lead with the extra point, and you can start making plans for a return trip to Salt Lake City on Thursday.
See, here's me, like, I score quick.
Look out! All the way to the 40.
That's a tough run right there. That's a tough run right there. I like it.
Caden Garcia Casey.
I think that That's a tough run right there.
Took it at the 1 yard line.
Run like your life depends on it. Yeah, give him some. I like that. Attitude, I like that. I'd score quick right here. I score quick, give Skyview the ball. Skyview hasn't shown that they can score quickly. You can. I score quick right here. Skyview takes however long. They get a touchdown, whatever, but you get the ball last. So if I'm Crimson Cliffs, I want to score quickly.
Christiansen taken down at the line of scrimmage. We got flags down.
That was before the snap even. Say that's a offsides or false start. There was something off the snap there.
On the offense.
Yeah.
5 men in the backfield. 5 yard penalty from the previous spot.
That was right off the snap.
First down.
Moving backwards. We know Crimson Cliffs can get a lot of yardage on any play. So
1st and 15 from the 39.
Oh, wow.
Christiansen, they were keying on it. They take him down.
Look at that penetration right there. Raiden Griffiths blitzes the gap. Makes the half. That was an amazing play.
Tyson Bradley in there as well. Clock runs. 2nd and 16. They lost a yard on that play.
10 seconds on the play clock.
Sherritt going deep, taking another shot. He's open.
Oh!
Just past his hands. Alofapo wanted one more to match his jersey number. Still trying to get it. Sherritt just a little too far.
It was there.
He beat the corner.
And that's what I want to know. I wonder how much did the weather affect that, right? Because normally you would hang that ball up there. He beat the DB, have your receiver run under it. But I'm wondering if the weather made him have to not be able to hang that up there. It's snowing, raining, whatever you want to call it. It's coming down out here.
It's a mess. Under 7 minutes now, 6:58 left. 3rd and 16. Oh, this is a big play.
Yes, it is.
So Crimson Cliffs is going to talk it over. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back with the final 7 minutes after this.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home.
So you can finally finish your basement and raise the value of your home.
Or pay off your credit cards and get out of debt faster. Nice.
Or simply enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit ready for a rainy day.
To learn more, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
You've been told that running is punishment. Let's help you make it your superpower. At Salt Lake Running Company, we're here to help you become a better athlete. From the gym to the track, SLRC offers all student athletes a 10% discount, free rewards, free custom shoe fits, and inserts that fit into athletic shoes and cleats. For 30 years, SLRC's award-winning customer service has helped student athletes find the perfect fit that keeps them training and competing. Shop in-store or online at slrc.com today.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly.
3rd and 16 from the 38. Sherritt, take another deep shot.
Oh, gosh.
He did not have to do that.
He did not have to do that.
That was overthrown.
4th down and 16. Or that was 3rd down and 16. He did not have to do that. It's first down now.
Well, you know what? It's a 15-yard penalty. It's not first down.
Also,
it's going to be 4th down and 1.
3rd down and 1.
Oh, right. They'll replay the down.
Yeah.
Correct. Not 4th down and 1. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Pass interference on the defense, number 3. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. The yardage does not get a first down. Replay 3rd down.
That's a game changer, though.
Yeah, it is. That's a big, big penalty.
I mean, if that ball was going to be incomplete and Skyview was going to be getting the ball back. And now we got to fight for a yard here on 3rd and 1.
Let's see if this defense can come up with the stop that they've been looking for. It's weather. You know, we had a bad snap in the first half from Crimson Cliffs. Very possible here. They're getting an explanation. If this is Coach Alifapool, I would suspect he's talking to the ref just to buy his team more time to talk it over. That's like getting a timeout without using a timeout.
Sneaky.
Hey, I use all of it. It's like Jason Kidd. He's like telling his own teammate, hit me.
When he spilled the ice on the court.
Spilled his Coke on the ground.
He paid a pretty penny for that.
Hey, a win's a win. I'm sure
It's
Mark Cuban helped him out.
The referees are still having a discussion. Trying to get this right. They got that ball wrapped up in a little blanket, trying to keep it nice and warm out there.
On the snap, 25-second on the play clock.
Okay.
6:52 left in this football game.
Big play here, 3rd and 1. Sherritt to Christiansen. He slips through. Now he's got room to run to the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown! McCord Christiansen. The Mustangs back on top by 8.
8-point game right here.
How's that for 3rd and 1?
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Great run. He is your guy. We talked about him all game. He was your guy last year. He's your guy this year. That right there is just tough. Tough running. Hard to bring down, and then speed to the outside. Get around that corner. Great blocking all the way across the board from the receivers to the offensive line.
This
all
is
the way
massive,
to the pylon.
Sly. This gives you a 9-point lead. A 2-possession game. In the rain, he's got it.
Yep.
The Mustangs take a 9-point lead. They did exactly what they needed to do on that drive.
Yeah.
There's time, 6:41 left, but they're feeling really good right now about their chances to come back here next Thursday.
Exactly, and that was me, right? I was just like, score quick. Score quick, give Skyview the ball back. You will always have the ball at the end of the game right there. You got one timeout because Skyview hasn't shown that they can score quickly. They've shown that they can score, but not quickly, and they need to score quickly here. Great series by Crimson Cliffs. 6 minutes and 41 seconds away from heading to another state championship.
Low kick takes a bounce. It's fielded at the 7.
Gotta go.
Trying to find a window. Now he's got to cut it back up. And he's taken down around the 22-yard line. So that's where Skyview will start this drive. 6:34. They have time, but they're going to need 2 possessions to do this. You're right, Sly. They've got to go quick here. This can't be a long, sustained drive. They've got to have 2 possessions in 6 minutes. And get a stop on defense. That's why that drive was so huge for Crimson Cliffs, and that pass interference call was the right call, but it was costly for Skyview. They had him off the field. Stokes out to the 25. They're still going to do what they do. They're still going with Xander Stokes.
Yeah. Well, it's hard. This weather's not going to allow them. Oh, it looks like it's letting up a little bit. But it's still wet out there. This weather is not going to allow them to do the pass game like they want to.
Stokes again up the middle. Breaks the tackle to the 30.
Get out of bounds.
Gets out of bounds at the 35.
First down. Stops the clock. Stops the clock. 6:02 left in this game.
Clark has trips to his left on 1st and 10. Clean pocket, takes a shot deep, he's open. Guthrie's got it. Alofapo takes him down at the 16. That's the big play they had to have.
I don't know why Crimson Cliffs continues to press Guthrie. He does a great job off the line. Right there, comes in and then goes back out. He's got the speed. Malachi Alofapo has he has top end speed, but for some reason Guthrie just cannot stick with him.
Clark playing a little schoolyard football back in the end zone. Guthrie goes up to get it. No! Picked off!
Intercepted.
Alofapo! The most important catch of the game for him. It's a touchback. Clark went for it all.
He had him.
And Alofapo.
He had him.
Down on the turf.
The pass was just a little short. He had him.
He had 3 touchdowns in the first quarter, but the most important play of the game for him may have been on defense.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. He had him. Guthrie was open. The pass was just a little short. Allowed Alofapo to retrace it, actually find the ball. Somebody's not happy.
That's Coach Alder.
Alofapo still down in the back of the end zone there. He's got about 10,000, 15,000 steps today. He's been running all over the place.
He's going to need some ice this weekend when he gets back home.
He is still down.
Well, you hope it's not serious, and if they're able to hold on here, they've got to have him Thursday.
Oh, for sure.
Love to see that again. He made a terrific play on the ball to pull it away from Guthrie. It was a jump ball, and Alofapo won, but not sure exactly what caused the injury on the play. He made hard contact with the ground.
Yeah, he's still down. This is something serious. He must have banged his head or banged a rib or something.
The Skyview coaches are still irate. I think they believed it was pass interference. That Guthrie was held when he went up to the ball. We apologize. We don't have another look here. Let's take another deep dive into that. Alofapo is back up off the turf. Gets a hero's ovation after the interception. No, that's not good. Trainer's got the helmet. A little bit of a gimp on the leg there on the right. That's not good.
Well, I hope he's all right. As you said, they need him. He's a huge, huge factor on this team, both offensively and defensively, as you've seen today. But yeah, the play of the game definitely was that interception.
Crimson Cliffs are going to try to burn some clock here and get back on a bus and get ready for a state championship game.
What? No charter down to St. George?
Maybe they've got a wealthy booster. I don't know. That's a big crew to put on a plane, let me tell you. 5:36 left in the game. Another whistle. Feels like we haven't played in 10 minutes.
The clock will start on the snap.
Okay, we'll reset that.
Shared hands off to Christiansen. We got flags, of course.
I think that's going to be another illegal formation. Multiple guys in the backfield again. This would be the fourth time this is called. Illegal shift.
Illegal shift on the offense. Number 66 was not set when the player went in motion. 5-yard penalty, repeat, first down.
It's the left tackle.
We've had some issues with that. They'll need to clean that up.
Bridger Butterfield.
Okay, 1st and 15 from the 15. Christiansen up the middle, carries the pile about 4 yards up to the 19-yard line. More important for Crimson Cliff that clock runs with a 9-point lead. A 2-possession game. We're under 5 minutes.
Skyview still has all their timeouts.
10 seconds left on the play clock. They want to kill clock, but they also need to get a snap off here. Under 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They get it off. Christiansen down to the 25. So it'll be 3rd down and about 5 yards. They'll get a chance to burn another 35 seconds here.
The weather is coming down. These guys are playing tough here as the clock continues to roll. Now under 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in this game. Play clock at 10.
Coming up on 4 minutes left, and now we've got a timeout by Crimson Cliffs.
Their last one of the half. They got a 9-point lead, so they don't really, it's not going to affect them that bad.
No. They don't need them. And on the other side, Skyview's preserved theirs.
Right.
So if Skyview can get a stop here, get the ball back. They were so close on that last drive slide. They get the big catch to Guthrie, and then they go back to him again. If they had got a touchdown on that,
all the pressure.
That would have changed this game dramatically. Yeah. That would have been a just barely over a minute touchdown drive to cut that lead back to maybe 2, depending on what they chose to do for the extra point. So.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity there, and Alofapo deserves a lot of credit for going up there and making a play. He paid a price for it, though. If Crimson Cliffs is fortunate enough to get through this game, it's not over. You hope for their sake they didn't lose Alofapo on that play for the championship game Thursday. Probably seen the last of him tonight. Coach Alofapo mentioned at halftime that they had 3 key players out tonight.
Right.
So they're already shorthanded.
With that injury bug.
It's tough to get through a season that long without it happening.
3rd down and 5. Get the ball back to Christiansen.
3rd and 5. They're going to throw it. Share it outside. 1st down and more. Christiansen slides down.
Smart play.
Inbounds. Clock runs.
Smart play right there.
Skyview's going to have to start thinking about when to take their timeouts.
Right. Get it to him on the swing pass right there. Doing a good job of handling this in this weather.
3.5 minutes to play. They snap it. Blitz comes. Christiansen stopped. A yard gain on the play. And now Skyview's going to start taking their timeouts. They take a timeout, so will we. We'll have the final 3:30 after this on Game Night Live.
At UCCU, we've learned that people prefer more. And not just more, but a lot more. That's why UCCU created Elevated Checking. Elevated provides everything you'd expect from the best checking account anywhere and more. A lot more. Like loan discounts, overdraft forgiveness, and free ATMs nationwide. Just visit uccu.com
and elevate your checking.
At UCCU.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there. They're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
Here comes the final 3:24 of this 4A semifinal game. Going Daly on the outside.
Keeps the clock moving.
Skyview calls timeout again.
It's a big third down right here.
The weather hasn't stopped the Skyview student section from doing their thing tonight. The Cat Crew still celebrating.
They've been fighting.
Despite the score on the scoreboard, trying to keep their team going here. One timeout left. It's 3rd and 6. Stop here and a timeout. They'll get the ball back. And they can give it a shot. Sherritt the snap. Christiansen stopped short. Skyview defense gets it done. They'll call a quick timeout again. Clock will stop at 3:14. That is Crimson Cliffs punted, or they try to go for the jugular here in the first down?
You got to punt it.
I would think so.
You got to punt it, but you know what?
And it's not like it's not a one-possession game.
No, it's not. So that's
you don't need to take the 4th down risk and give them the ball at midfield. That would make no sense.
Pin them deep, make them work for it. Pin them deep, make them work for it. Nobody has any timeouts. Crimson Cliffs don't have timeouts. Pin them deep.
This Mustang cheerleader still bringing the heat. Staying warm tonight. Chilly one. They're not used to these temperatures down in St. George just yet. Both teams battling the elements here in the second half. Started coming down in the 3rd quarter. And to credit both teams, Sly, I don't think it's really affected either team and what they're doing. They've fought through it pretty well.
They haven't flinched.
No excuses.
No excuses. This is a matchup. This is what football's all about, fighting through the elements. Wow. Looks like we're wrong. We don't know Coach Alufapu right now. He knows exactly what he wants to do.
4th and 4, they're going to kick it. He's a smart man.
Oh.
That's going to take a Mustang roll all the way down to the 4-yard line. So Skyview gets a chance, but no timeouts, 3:05 to play. They got to march down the field, get a score of some kind, and an onside kick. And in this weather slide, anything's possible.
Oh, man. Right.
But it's a lot to ask.
Well, yeah, and so do you go straight for Guthrie here? Right? You got a Leafapool that's out of the game.
Right.
You know, he was doing good while Malachi was in the game, and so now he'll have a substitute over there.
Somebody who certainly is not as fresh as Alofapo was.
Right.
So that could be exposed here. Let's see if they take a shot on the left. Keep an eye on 24 for Skyview. Jack Clark will take the snap in his own end zone. He's looking exactly in that direction. Goes high up. He's a 6'3 receiver, incomplete.
Yeah, they're definitely rolling over to that side. They might have to fake that side and come back to the other side. Crimson Cliffs is rolling the defense that way, throwing a couple guys under and over the top towards Guthrie's side right there. You might want to fake that way and come back the other way.
Mustangs bring the blitz. Clark caught. Boy, he paid a price.
It's a flag thrown though. Wonder if that's going to be defensive holding.
McKay Wright with a nice tackle after the catch.
Yeah, they're going to call defensive holding or defensive pass interference. They hit the receiver really far down the field. On the side that...
Holding, number 40 on the defense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Will be first down.
So they take the penalty. Takes the catch off the board. 2:54 left. Little breathing room for the Bobcats. Empty backfield for Clark. Steps up in the pocket, takes a deep shot. Going for Guthrie. Who's got it? He does. Guthrie's got the catch.
Mac stole it away from Mac Peterson there.
Jump ball and he won it. Skyview is in Crimson Cliffs territory.
He paid for it though.
This game is not over yet. 2:34 left. Clock starts now. They got to go. Clark will take the snap at the 50. Comes to the outside. Catch made by Guthrie. They're hanging in here. Skyview is hanging in. It's a long shot, but they're giving it their best.
Hey, Guthrie's a senior. Give it all you got, man. This is your season right here. Showing that he's a quality receiver, got great hands, running some terrific routes here.
Again, Guthrie over the middle.
Yeah, he's gassed. He's running some Hines Ward routes right now.
There's the 22.
Here's the thing. We have to commend Jack Clark here, man. He's throwing some darn good footballs tonight. Very accurate. They're forcing it into Guthrie. It's going to be open up top. The other direction here. Got to go. Clock's moving.
Under 2 minutes. Clark looking left. Now back to the right. Looking in the end zone. Now he's going to run. He's got to get out of bounds. Gets to the 12. That's right at the sticks. I think that might be a first down. Till he gets out of bounds and gets the downs.
They call him down at the 13 or the 12?
They're going to call him at 13, so it's 2nd and 1. That's less important than the time on the clock right now.
Right.
So he does stop the clock. Down 9, they keep fighting. Here come the Bobcats. Clark looking to the end zone deep.
That's a penalty.
Incomplete.
No?
Good defense.
Oh, I thought he was draped on him from our angle. He looked like he was all over his back there. But good defense, not fouling right there. Lincoln Ballard with the edge. That's a very quick guy.
Josh Alvey in coverage.
Yeah, good defense right there. Didn't touch him.
1:39 to play, 3rd and 1. Clark trips to his left. They're going to go run and get the first down, and they're going to wrap him up back to the 20-yard line. It's loss of 4. That's a loss of more than that. That's a big loss. That's a loss of 7.
That's a huge loss. They thought they were going to catch him off guard right there.
All right, this is it. 4th and they're going to give him forward progress to the 17. So it's 4th and 5. The clock's running. It's down to 1:10.
Gotta go.
They do gotta go.
No timeouts. But this is the game.
Clark takes the snap. The rush comes. Throws it up in the end zone for Guthrie. Incomplete. The ball's on the turf. The Mustangs take over on downs. What an effort tonight by the Bobcats, but they're going to come up short.
Woo-wee. That's a tough battle right there. But Crimson Cliffs comes up with the big-time defensive plays to make that happen.
How about Guthrie tonight, Sly? That's his brothers here that are juniors. They got another shot to come back here next year, but Guthrie left his guts out there, man.
Yes, he did.
He played one heck of a game. He gave it everything he had. He kept them in the game tonight. Great effort by him, but Crimson Cliffs is going to take a knee and move on.
I always hate these shotgun knees.
It's not.
You lose 5 yards.
For all of us oldies, it's very uncomfortable watching it.
Oh.
Can we not go into center? It's not that hard.
I mean,
hey, they don't care.
Yeah.
One more of these, and they're coming back here. That's it. The clock's going to run out. The Crimson Cliffs Mustangs will get a chance to defend their title. They'll be back here next Thursday night to take on the Spanish Fork Dons for the 4A state championship.
That's going to be exciting.
What a ball game that's going to be. Congratulations to the Skyview Bobcats fighting their way here to the semifinals. But their bid to upset the defending champs comes up short. The Crimson Cliffs Mustangs fight through some adversity. They hold off a valiant effort from Skyview.
Valiant. That was one heck of an effort.
Will play for a championship next Thursday night. They don't mind the 300-plus mile trip back to the turf at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
After a win, for sure.
Same path they followed last year. Now you wonder about some of the injuries they've had, especially Malachi Alofopo going down tonight. Was that serious or not? We don't know. So something to watch during the week. They're banged up. It's tough to defend your title as they're finding out this season, but they're moving on. They'll get a shot at it.
Great job here. This was a hard-fought battle. He's now come all the way back from 21-0. A lot of people would have just been like, we don't have a chance. But this Skyview Bobcat team, as young as they are, they got some fight in them. So expect them to be making some noise next season. You know, back onto this football field. You could probably see them again back here for a 4A semifinal. Tremendous effort, pushing the state champions to the brink.
Boy, can you imagine region play up in Cache Valley next year with Skyview and Ridgeline. Green Canyon's going to be hungry. Mountain Crest showed a lot this year. They play good football up in Cache Valley. They'll be back. Both Skyview and Ridgeline took tough losses here, but they were young teams that will learn from that. And I expect both of those teams to be playing here next season on the turf. But for right now, the moment belongs to Crimson Cliffs. The Mustangs, in the rain, found a way to hold off Skyview.
Can't wait. That's going to be exciting. That is going to be exciting. This 2026 class, we've talked about it all year. 4A, 5A, 6A. There is so much talent. So much talent across the board. Many different schools. It's going to be an exciting year of football next year. This was an exciting year this year. There is talent everywhere. You got 6A, you got Helaman Kasuga, who's not going to be playing, but he'll be back next year. You had Lone Peak's quarterback. He's going to be back next year.
Tolu's back next year. Yeah, that 26 class, we've talked about it.
Rasmussen
loaded.
From Timpview coming back. The Pulu brothers, as we've seen them earlier today. There's just so much talent across the state here between this year's groups of seniors, next year's group of seniors. Amazing effort by this Crimson Cliffs football team.
Mariluz Cook's efforting a post-game interview over on the sideline.
We can get her to unthaw.
She's braved the elements.
You know, we've been doing what we can, but talk about braving the elements. McCord, I want to ask you about you guys braving the elements, because I know that this is a little bit of a different temperature change. You add the rain into the mix. How did that factor into your play tonight?
I mean, it sure wasn't easy. Every time I'd have to come to the sideline and get a blanket. I'm not used to this cold, rainy weather, but I'll tell you what, it sure was fun playing under the rain, under the lights. It was an amazing experience, and I think everyone just wanted to win so bad it didn't even matter.
Now to have the opportunity to defend your state title, what does it mean to you and your team?
Oh, we're so excited. I mean, it's a blessing that we've been able to go to 3 state championships in a row, and I can't wait for next Thursday.
What are the qualities of this team that you think make them worthy of being state champions back-to-back years?
I think we work so dang hard at practice every week. No one believed in us this year, and I mean, look where we are. And Malachi Lofa had the game of his life. I want to shout him out. He deserves this interview. He's a baller, and this is for that kid.
I'm glad that you brought him up, because I wanted to ask you about your relationship with him. I mean, it's really something special to watch. How do you put that into words?
It's amazing. I love playing with him. He's a baller, and he's my brother, and I'm happy we could get that win for him, and I hope he'll be back on Thursday.
We hope so too. We're wishing him well as he hopefully gets healthy here in the next few days before that state championship game. Thank you so much for your time, McCord.
Thank you.
All right, back to you guys.
Thanks, Mariluz. We're all going to go get warm. What a couple of days here. We've had a blast. Thank you for allowing us to bring all 6 of these games to you. We wrap it up here tonight with the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs taking on the Skyview Bobcats and coming out with the win 38-29. The state championships in 6A, 5A, and 4A are set. We'll have them for you Thursday starting at 11 a.m. with the 6A championship. The 5A championship will follow at 2:30, and then at 6 o'clock, the 4A state championship game. For Stevenson, Sylvester, Mariluz Cook, and our entire Game Night Live crew, so long from Rice-Eccles Stadium. We'll see you on Thursday.